grade graduating ceremony. We're so proud of these graduates. For those who don't know me, my name is Rabbi Meir Cohen. I am the proud principal of these graduates. I was thinking about what to say about them, and this is, I've seen them go through, it was completing my fourth year here. I've seen them from 5th grade. I don't know if you remember, I went on the safari trip with you. And all through middle school. In the beginning of middle school, we instituted a program here at SWAL that they're the first ones to complete, thanks to the Student Leadership Council and Malka Weiser, the ACE Hours, the Community Tested Program. And they've gone through 3 years of serving other people, of really devoting their middle school lives, or some part of it, to helping others. And the thing that we instituted... And this year, we instituted another program called the 20% Project, which we borrowed from Google and other industry leaders, where they spend a little bit of their school time not doing exactly what we tell them to do, but pursuing a passion that they want to do. And through both those projects, through the ACE project, through the 20% project, you really get to know who your students are, because it's not about just going to the class, getting through the curriculum, making sure that you're passing the class, but their personalities come out. And each one of these kids has amazing individuality and individual purpose in life, whether it's helping people in need, or some of their 20% projects. I'll just mention, not by name, you might recognize who they are, but you really get to know them. We have a girl here I find incredibly courageous and willing to try anything, and then mixes that with humor. You come out with a instructional video diary of how she learned how to juggle, which was great. If anyone got a chance to do that. We see people's different perspectives, how they view the world, and how they did photography. Beautiful, beautiful pictures in a different way than you and I would necessarily view the world. And all kinds of things which they dedicated their time to, and their personality comes out in this. And they each have individual greatness within each of them. And I think about some of the trials that they've been through the 4 years they're here as a group, each individually, as all groups go through, their growing periods and evolution from when they're young to where they are now. And when I think about how they are right now, when I was practicing with them on Friday, and as they sit here on the stage, where they are as a group, what comes to mind is something at the end of this week's Parsha. In Bahalotcha, we know that Miriam was quarantined for 7 days because that she spoke negatively about Moshe, and so her brother, and so she was quarantined for 7 days. And the pasuk says that along with her quarantine, while she was there, even though, the pasuk doesn't say this, but the commentators say that the clouds had lifted, to say that it was okay now for the nation to move on. But the pasuk says, "V'ha'am lo nasa," but the nation did not move. And the Or Chaim explains there that as a nation, they all agreed. You can imagine how many, 1.5 million people, 600,000 men, however many, it was a huge mass of people representing 12 tribes, all decided out of respect for Miriam, because she's going through this trouble right now, we're going to stay put and we're going to wait for her quarantine to be over. When she joins the camp, then we all move along. I think that kind of speaks to this group right here, where whatever anyone's going through within the group, whenever someone needs encouragement because of something difficult, whenever they want to celebrate someone's accomplishments, they are there for each other. And that is an incredible trait. And I know from now on they're not going to be together like they are together right now, but to take that concept of togetherness, of achdut, of being there for one another, and keep that with you the rest of your lives, no matter what group you find yourself in, no matter what Jewish community you find yourself in, as long as you know that each person has value individually, and together are even stronger when you're there. So mazel tov to you, and I hope you live that the rest of your lives. We now have the opportunity to hear from the graduates themselves, so it's my pleasure to call the first one, Lily AROVAS.
experience for me. I've learned so much, and not just from sitting in classes. I learned what it means to be a good student, a good Jew, and most importantly, a good friend. We've made hundreds of great memories here that I will never forget, even from years ago. There was the Sacramento trip, the Star of India, the Wild Animal Park, and the Julian Shabbaton this year. Countless memories. As a member of the Jewish people, I can say I think I have grown. I really learned a lot about the different aspects and customs of Judaism, whether it be holidays, fast days, or sitting brachot. My class taught me a lot as well. Many of you have inspired me and don't even know it, so thank you for that. I wasn't best friends with everybody, but I did respect everyone and always will. However, there are definitely some people who really stood by me when times got hard. You know who you are. This year went by really quickly. My whole time here did. It seems like just yesterday I walked in as a tiny first grader, and now I have grown into a little less tiny eighth grader. Luckily, I will be able to be with many of the girls in high school, but I will definitely miss everyone else immensely. I would like to thank my friends and family for coming today. Your support means a lot. To all of my teachers, thank you for having me in your classes. I will miss that next year for sure. And to all of my classmates, thank you so much for accepting me and making me the person I am today. Thank you all for coming. It's my pleasure to introduce my fellow classmate, Jacobo Bemaras.
Hello, my name is Jacobo Bemaras, and I am proud to be standing here right now as a part of this year's graduating class. I'm very proud of myself that I made it this far throughout these years, learning new things every day. And now it's over. It has been 8 years since I first came to the school, and I can still remember how different it was, and most importantly, how different I was. These 8 years passed so quickly. I came to this school when I was in first grade, and throughout the years I have learned a lot about Judaism. But it wasn't so easy for me at the beginning. I had a hard time understanding the concepts and lessons. It was hard for me because when I came to the school and I didn't know how to speak English. Now I can speak English fluently, and I know a lot of Hebrew, which I knew even less than English before I came here. My first years here, it was hard for me to learn at school. I was a shy person who had trouble talking to people and making friends. Over the years, I started to talk more and made a lot more friends. School became easier for me and more fun. Thanks to all my friends who were there when I needed them. I had a lot of memories with them, and it really made it much easier for me. Thanks to the people who helped me through hard times during school and made my day feel a lot better. I had lots of fun with everyone, and I will never forget this year. I wish I could go to the Israel trip with you guys. I'll miss you all. This school made me care more about Judaism, and I would like to continue learning about how to become a better Jew. I had a memorable, long experience in this school, and I'm happy my parents sent me here because it's a challenging school, and it encourages students to care more about their religion and the country of Israel. I think it was the best choice for me. I also love that I know 3 languages, and I know that it's going to help me in life later on when I get older. Thank you to all the teachers I had from 1st to 8th grade. I really appreciated that my teachers helped me with my classwork, homework, understanding lessons, and much more. If it wasn't for all the good teachers I had and the great attitudes they had, I would have been much worse at school. So thank you so much. Thanks to Mr. Marr for being a great soccer coach and winning the soccer league 2 times in a row. Thanks for choosing me to be captain both years, and I wish you good luck next year. Thanks to all the Judaic teachers for teaching me all about Judaism and Hebrew. I enjoyed learning about it. I love this school, and I'll miss everyone. Thanks for listening.